Whether you're a long-term resident of Omaha or somebody who's just passing through, you do not want to miss out on Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo. Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo is home to the world's largest indoor desert and also a massive indoor jungle. There are so many cool things to see here, but that's all what you would expect at a zoo. Where at Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo, there are so many activities for kids here. It is perfect for people, again, passing through, or parents just bring their kids over and over because there's always something new you can check out. My name is Morgan Putnam and I am a local realtor. I'm going to share a bunch of insider tips in this video about Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo. Thank you so much for stopping by the Omaha Insider YouTube channel. Please take a moment to subscribe so you're always the first to know what's going on in Omaha. Okay, we are right inside the entrance of the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo. So right to my right, this is the south entrance. So this is the main entrance. And so you can buy tickets day of in a line. But sometimes the line can be really long, so it's sometimes best to just order online ahead of time. But right to the right of the entrance is the lead jungle. And so that is like this insane, gigantic indoor jungle that is so cool. Okay, and then we're gonna keep walking. Right past the jungle, just a little bit more down the hill, is the aquarium, and it is really cool. It has a tunnel that you can walk through that with sharks swimming over you, and then there's obviously just a bunch of exotic fish, things that one might expect at a zoo. And then right to the left of the entrance is the IMAX theater, and they have different things that play at different times. And then up ahead is the Desert Dome, and that is the world's largest indoor desert. It is really cool, pretty stinky. And below the Desert Dome, it's called Kingdom of the Night, and there are crocodiles and bats and a bunch of different things that are awake at night. As for a little history of the zoo, so originally it was Riverside Park Zoo. In 1894 is when it was formed. So obviously it's super old. It's really close to the Missouri River and overlooks the Missouri River. Really close to downtown. It's just south of downtown. So it's really easy to get here. And then in 1968, it formed into the Henry Doorly Zoo, which is the zoo that we know and love today. And this zoo is always on the list of some of the world's best zoos. It's truly an amazing zoo, and Omaha is really lucky to have it. Right now we are in Adventure Trails, which is one of the cool kid activities that the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo has. So this is like a river. It's like a pretend river. It has chlorine in the water, so it's totally safe, and kids can just play in like 3 to 6 inches of water throughout the whole river section. And there's sand to play in. It's truly an amazing little area. Right in this Adventure Trails area, it's also like a big tree fort that has different places that you can climb in. And so it's not only open during the summer when the weather's good, when the river is running, but year round, there's things to do here. There's also a little area to pet goats in Adventure Trails, and there's also a little snack area as well as really clean, nice bathrooms. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying that the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo has so much more going on than just seeing animals. Like you would expect at any zoo, there's just a lot of awesome features here. Next up, we're going to take you to the splash pad so you can see what that area looks like, so you know what it'd be like to bring your kids here. Next up, we are at the splash pad, and this is a splash pad for the ages. There's so much for kids to do here. It's literally absolutely amazing. My kids love coming here. There is so much to do. So obviously when you come here, you need to see the big ticket items. You need to see the Desert Dome, the jungle, the aquarium is so cool. And then there's a bunch of huge animals like elephants and giraffes, that sort of thing. But if you're coming just to maybe like play in the different water features, then it is great to use the north parking lot to access both the river and the Adventure Trails area, and then also this splash pad. Next up, I'm going to do a list of pro tips. I come here all the time, and so I know all the ins and outs of how to make the zoo the most enjoyable that possibly can be for you. The first thing I would recommend is packing a lunch. It goes such a long ways to just pack a lunch, because you never know when your kid is just going to start getting super hungry, and you don't know if you're going to be able to be close to food, or the food is oftentimes, maybe a little bit overpriced and maybe not the most delicious. And so it's great to just pack a lunch, and then you always have something to feed a kid if they are starting to get a little bit hangry. My second pro tip, if you are wanting to access something at the back of the zoo and you parked by the south entrance, is to use the elevator that is in the orangutan exhibit. The orangutan exhibit is brand new, and it'll take you straight to the gorillas. And then you don't have to walk all the way down through the whole back of the zoo to get to all of those different things that are towards the back of the zoo. So that's a great pro tip for being able to get around much more quickly. Next pro tip is obviously to use the north entrance if you're just coming for the splash pad in the river. My fourth pro tip is to bring a change of clothes for kids, especially because you never know when you might just get a little bit hot. You want to jump into the splash pad, or if they're going to spill an icy down the front of their clothes. So just bring an extra pair of clothes. Next pro tip is to definitely wear like a closed-toed shoe. It is not a place for flip-flops. You're going to be doing a lot of walking here, and it'd be very easy to get a blister, especially when it's super hot. They have little misters, which in some ways are great, but then also, like, let's be honest, kind of leads to worse blisters if you get a little bit damp. And so a closed-toed shoe is definitely the way to go. Next pro tip is to come early in the morning. It's just way less crowded, but even early during the peak season in the summer, you're still going to be facing some crowds. Next pro tip is that they do have a stroller rental. So if you are flying in for the weekend, you can just rent a stroller. You don't have to worry about packing one of your own. And then the next pro tip is to just ride the train or the different trams to get around. It is a huge zoo, so it can be really difficult to get from the very back of the zoo all the way back up to the entrance. And so riding the train can help cut down on walking, give the feet a little bit of a break, and give your kids maybe their little legs a little bit of a break from all the walking that the zoo offers. So again, this is just a very brief overview of the Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo. It is truly an amazing zoo. It is worth spending a full day at, maybe even 2 days if you really want to experience all the ins and outs of the zoo. So if you have any other pro tips that you think you should be added to this list, by all means, please let me know. Drop a comment. My name is Morgan Putnam, and thank you so much for stopping by the Omaha Insider YouTube channel. If you ever have any questions about Omaha or about real estate in Omaha, my number is 402-720-9886.